this is our small parts room, and whatever that gets milled in the milling section where he started off gets, most of the things get passed on to this area where a lot of the faces are braced and book matched. The backs are also book matched and braced as well, you know. And it's actually also the area where TJ, this is TJ right here. He's our lead assembly man right here. So he finished off the assembly, and what he's doing right now is the final check and integration. So it's once the assembly is done, it's still kind of rough, you know, with the fretboard being on, the neck, all the gaps and things like that. So his job is to make sure that all the joints, the glue joints, is just seamless and clean. And that's part of what he's doing right now. Also, at this point, what's very important is to pretty much try to catch all imperfections in the wood itself, because anything left behind and then sprayed with lacquer is pretty much magnified, you know, with that lacquer on there. So the final check is very important. And what you hear in there is pretty much our spray room. That's the only section that we really don't show because of the smell, you know, the fumes, you know, don't want you passing out, you know, very dangerous. So Cameron is our craftsman that he spends lately most of his days working on fretboards. I can pass this on to you. He's kind of take a look. Very nice. Yeah. That one. The really nice, the nice little thing about our fretboards is what Cameron's been doing is putting on the fret binding. What that does, it hides the metal, the size of the metal, you know, because during, you know, seasonal changes, you know, when it's dry, the wood will shrink. When it's really damp and kind of humid, the wood will expand. So basically, when the wood shrinks, what doesn't move is the metal. So sometimes people wonder, you know, during winter or dry seasons, why they start to feel metal on the fretboards. You know, where here at KoAloha, we basically hide that with an extra layer of rosewood, so fretboard binding. So what Cameron does is, I mean, these already have them on, but he glues them onto the side of the fretboard like that, and then, you know, make sure we have to make it smooth and shave it down. You know, back in the day, we used to hand shape our necks. Yeah. Out of Hawaiian koa, but that easily tacks on the price for another $200 to $300. Yeah, so we do get our neck CNC, but we do the profiling here with our crown and everything. And what Lon is doing is that he's putting in the abalone inlays into the headstock. So gluing it down, and from there we're gonna have to sand it clean, and that's what basically TJ right there, our assembly guy, is going to be using for his daily assembly. And whatever doesn't, you know, whatever we don't want to get sprayed up, of course, we hide with the finger stick. Yeah. So the fretboard, and this is actually our really popular Naupaka series. Did Lloyd explain to you?
I know I saw on the website.
Yeah?
Go ahead.
Yeah, the Naupaka series is really nice. We use a combination of koa and mango. The Naupaka flower is actually a flower found in Hawaii, and there's two types of Naupaka flower. One that grows by the ocean, one that grows in the mountains. They never meet. Ever meet except on a Naupaka series. But it was really pretty cool the way it came about, because, you know, the way we mill, we do get sets from certain billets, and a lot of times there are odd pieces, you know, that we're unable to match up. So, you know, we came up with this series, but there's actually, you know, as far as, you know, aesthetics, there's also reasons for why we use these tone woods. So koa is a very bright sounding wood, you know, hardwood, bright sounding wood. Mango, you know, very spongy, very soft, very mellow in tone. So what we did is we used the brighter sounding tone wood on the bass side of the strings, you know, and then you have the softer sounding wood on the treble side. So basically you have the extreme of both, kind of mid, you know, the highs, you know, the koa, and then the lows of the mango. You have something that's truly unique in looks and in sound, and that's our Naupaka series. Pretty cool stuff.
How do you cut that hole?
Oh, this.
That hole is not round. How do you do
This is our signature Japanese. We call it our musubi samo. Unique. Now, I mean, everyone's copying someone, right? But with KoAloha, with over the years, we come up with little small things where, from far, you can definitely tell it's a KoAloha. For us local Hawaiian, it's a Japanese musubi. For for other people, it's a pick. But then of course our crown headstock. But this again in this raw state, very pretty to look at. But once it's sprayed, when that lacquer is on there, the true colors of those woods, you really see the uniqueness of the Hawaiian koa. If Lloyd explained, one of the unique features is color. You find your blonde, the reddish, the orange, brown, black, white, pink, purplish, bluish tinge kind of things. The buffing room is where we bought. So, we take it through. As nice as it already looks once it's sprayed, we're not done yet. The surface of the lacquer is still uneven, But so what happens is we'll take an instrument and we'll sand it down, and we'll take it through a 3-step process with our coarse. Coarse would be step 1. Our coarse wheel, and then medium, and then fine. By the time we reach fine, the finish on our instruments, you should be able to kind of see your reflection. You kind of see what see yourself, kind of thing. So from this point, once it's buffed and ready to go, it'll then get shot out to the stringing room, which is to the left.